Here's how to remove the grinder upper burr from the SMEG. First you have to get it open. I'm assuming that we've already gotten that far. Then you open up these clips 1, 2, and 3 to lift up slightly on the top part. There's going to be a little plastic part in here that you need to pry back in order to pull the assembly out. Next you might want to disconnect the wiring, so just pay attention to where it goes. There's a clip on the top and a clip on the bottom. You'll notice on these clips there's a little release pin. You have to push in on that pin in order to get it to come off. So it might help to remove the rubber coverings back a bit, or you could, if you could see it through the rubber covering, you would just push there as you pull it back. You don't want to twist it, you just want to pull straight. Alright, I just locked it in very lightly in a clamp here to work on it. First thing we got to do is wind the outer ring fully clockwise and then mark it, so that way we know when we put it back together the proper positioning for lining it up. After it's been marked like that, you can go ahead to remove the upper locking mechanism there, set that aside, and then turn the outer ring all the way counterclockwise, and this part will come right out. That's your upper burr right there. So I'm just going to show something here because this might happen as you're cleaning it. The white ring might come off, and it does. Under here there's a little pin, you see right there? That pushes up and clicks underneath here in order to give you your positioning settings. So you don't want to lose that. Make sure you don't vacuum that up or that it falls out on the floor somewhere. If it does, it's an important part of the mechanism. You should find it and replace it if it does come out. You want to be careful as well with these little tabs. That's what pushes the coffee through the chute. So you want to make sure that your chute is clear, that you can see the screwdriver comes right through it. You can use a brush to get in there and clean it out. And if any of these little fins are broken, it still might work, but you should really have all of the fins in place for it to work properly. So now it's time to remove the lower burr. So we take an adjustable wrench, and this time we turn clockwise because it's reverse threading. Remove the nut, set that aside. There's a washer on the top, we're going to be careful about that as well. That lifts off. See, there's our locking washer. And then there's our upper burr right there. And then down here you have the paddles that push the coffee out. That'll remove as well. Just need to get a plier and you can grab one of the fins and very careful. And there we have the paddles. Well, alright, we're going to put this SMEG grinder back together. It's all cleaned up now. So first thing we want to make sure is that this felt ring is in place. And that just slides on here like that. Then next we take the lower burr. There's 3 holes. You line those up there so that way it grips as it spins. Then we take our plastic locking washer, put that on the top. We just reset this in so it doesn't move all over the place. There we go. And then the nut is a reverse threading, so instead of going clockwise, we're going to go counterclockwise to tighten it in. We take our spanner wrench and just give it a little snug tightening there. Don't over tighten and don't under tighten. Next we need to make sure that our little pin is still there, and it is, spring loaded pin. And then we put this back in place. We're putting back on the outer ring now. So you'll notice if you try to do it in any other area like this, it's not going to want to go. It's because there's these little notches here and here that have to line up. Once you line those up, it fits in no problem. Then we get the upper burr, and again, pay attention to the notches here and here. And once those line up, it fits in good. Then you can turn. As you're turning this, make sure that the white plastic goes over top of this little tab, because that's what's going to pull down the upper burr closer to the lower burr. And as we tighten it in, we got to remember where we made our mark. The marker that we made on this one is right here, and then the marker that we made on this one, it's going to be here somewhere. It's right there, I think. That's looks like a mark there. Actually, no, it's right here. Right there. Okay, so this is going to fit back in here. There is a little slotted side as well, so we just got to line it up. Once we got it lined up, it'll click in place, and that's it. It's all set. Of course, we can put our bean guard back on the top before we install it in the machine. So I'm going to run the grinder here just for a test outside the machine first. These are 120 volts AC, so I can hook it up directly to a switch and a cord. I just put a few beans in there. This grind setting is going to be the fine grind, and so the beans don't fly all over the place. I'm just going to put a glass on the top just to keep everything in place there. So I'll hold this grounds container over here, and I will turn the switch on.